Well, the second way I tried to do this live did not work because I couldn't find my ladies. Last week they said, I had a hard time finding you. And then, not today, it didn't work. So, let me wait. Oh. So why did they buy a membership if they cannot find me? I think the first day I did it, they were able to find me. Can somebody say something? I kind of lost my members again. I did the live another way. Deborah, hey, listen, I am struggling with how to schedule this stream so you guys can find me. I put it for members only and then I couldn't see anyone. Let me see if somebody else finds it. I apologize. Okay, I see 5 people. Wow. I need more education on how to schedule these lives for members. Please forgive your sister. Hola, Sabria. Good morning. Yes, this was supposed to, thank you. Thank you for being new. I love it that you're here. But I was doing this for members only and I messed up. I could not figure out how to do it just for them. So welcome. This is the advanced workout. Let's see if Lynn and the others can find me. This is crazy. The first stream I did, I remember how I did it, so I'm going to go back to doing that. I scheduled it, but then the second time I forgot how to get to the stream. All right. Let's see if somebody else finds me. Deborah's here, but I'm looking for my other members. Wow. All right, that's not good. Not good at all. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. You popped up because I'm contemplating retiring overseas to live well on limited income. I'm in Panama. But this live is supposed to be for my members, and somehow I'm having issues creating the live just for them. But this is a workout live, okay? That's why we're here. We're here to work out. All right? And I am messing up. Sandra is supposed to be here, and I think Patricia, some of my ladies. Yeah. Okay, Greta, Sandra, can you tell me if you can see me? Greta, Sandra, Lynn. Oh boy. Anyway, let's get started. Hopefully they'll see the live and come on. Otherwise, it's just gonna be for you, Deborah. Oh, this is not good at all. Oh, I'm feeling so bad. Anyway, I'm not gonna let the stress get to me because it's not good to get that cortisol in your body flowing. And I've kind of had a little stressful week, but I don't want to continue spewing the cortisol. Let's stretch our ankle and toes. Ooh, so good. You know, that's how I remember how I did the first time. Oh my God, I gotta get this down. People are paying their money. They have to be able to see me. Greta, where are you, Greta? Sandra, are you guys there? I know I was like 5-6 minutes late trying to get this stream correctly. All right. All right, ankles are stretching. Good, and then just side to side. You know, the basics of good workout is breath. You have to breathe through it. All of it, right? Greta, can you tell me if you can see me? Greta, Sandra, please tell me. My shoes are showing. All right, let's go. Woo. You know, we spend quite a bit of time stretching. It's important. Let's go. You know, Sandra, you could just go in the chat and say hello if you're watching me. I had a little trouble getting the stream, so I just went live. But it's supposed to be for members only. All right. Shoulder rolls. Shoulder. Hey, good morning, V. It's still not my members. Oh my God. All right. This is a workout video. All right. So let's go. Shoulder rolls. And today is supposed to be for members only, but sister here is technically challenged. I was trying to get it just for channel members, and I was there waiting for like 5 minutes, and I didn't see anybody, and I knew something was wrong, so I turned that off and then started another stream, which is what I had to do Wednesday. Please don't be upset with me. I will figure it out. And the thing is, you know, when you're doing something live, you don't have the flexibility to be wrong. So, all right, let's go. Shoulder rolls. Breathe. You know, breathing is essential when you work out. Now, forward, 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 forward. Woo! So good. And then up, down, up to the ears, down, up, down. Oh, that feels good. Up, down, yes. And tap. Greta, Beverly Baptiste, good morning. Good morning. Tap, tap, tap. Woo. Very good. Now we're gonna go left and right. Let's go. Arm, 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 arm. Now you can slow down if this is your first time. You know, Monday, which is supposed to be beginner, I had no technical difficulties and we did the workout. So I have to go back to how I did it for the members because my 3 members were on. But today, I don't know. I keep messing up. We're gonna go up now. Up, 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 up. I like to do anything that stretches and works the quad because that's my problem area. This thing here, I call them my roll. Now, if I could get this one to go down without surgery, I'd be happy. But I'm not having surgery, don't worry. That's kind of vain. Yesterday in the news, they were saying this lady had a procedure which sounds that she had a BBL, and she went to board a plane, even though the doctor says she could fly, they wouldn't let her fly. And I'm like, what in the world? You know, people are talking about smelling BBL, and I don't know, but I couldn't imagine. Maybe she had a cosmetic procedure, they said. And I'm thinking, that's probably what it was. Oh, Greta is saying something to me again. Oh boy. I'm afraid to do anything to this, otherwise it's going to disappear again because I'm on my phone. Hopefully Greta can find us. All right. We're still stretching. Still stretching. All right, we're going to go down, down. See, this one, it hits the core, right? Down. Pace yourself. Now, this is advanced. So, for the people who've been working out, because this is a workout program for senior ladies, seasoned sisters, vintage sisters, because we know the benefits of movement, right? I just turned 67, so there is no excuse for not working out. And like I say, I have not heard or read of anything that says working out is bad. It's all good. So this is moving. If you walk, you run, you swim, you do yoga, thumbs up, okay? All right, so I think we did, this is my row, yeah. This is not vanity here. I'm standing in front of you in my glory, but you know, I could look a lot worse, right? So I choose to focus on the positive. All right. We're gonna stretch now, really good. You put your legs out. We're gonna take a deep breath in, up. I remember when I had a yoga video, and that's how we always started. Sun salute, you're saluting the sun, welcoming the day, and giving thanks to God for waking you up. Whatever your challenges, whatever bad news you had this week, and I had some bad news, you just choose to say thank you, because it could be much worse, right? And then you pulling. It's not just putting your arm up, it's just pulling yourself up. Like somebody has two strings trying to pull you up, and then your legs are holding you down, right? Pull, pull. And when you pull, you feel the pull everywhere, right? Breathe into it, breathe. Breathe, breathe, and then go down. And we slowly grab our ankles, right? When you grab your ankles, you're stretching the back of the legs, you're stretching your buttocks, and everything is stretching. So beautiful. Whew. All right. I'm using the phone so I can answer Greta's messages. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. She missed it Wednesday because she couldn't find me. Now we're gonna slowly come back up. Now you see, if you're strong, you can go down and your legs are gonna pull you up. Your legs and your trunk, right? And let's go down. Fingers on the ground and come back up. Halfway. Down and up. Down and up. Are you doing it, Deborah? Are you okay? I hope Greta found me. Is that Greta at the bottom? And Sandra, tell me if you can see me. Oh, I feel so bad. All right. Down, both hands. on the ground, a little bit forward, and then we're gonna up on the toes, and we're gonna kind of bounce front and back. Keep breathing. This is all stretching. We're working the lower legs. Well, the whole leg. The quads are working, the back of the legs. All right, come to the center, and then up, and grab your knees, and look straight ahead. That's the Maggie stretch. Breathe. Breathe. Yes, I had trouble with the live for the members. Again, I don't know. Bend your knees. And then come back up. Whew, that was good. Hold your chest forward and center. Forward and center. Forward and center. And take a deep breath. We are stretching our body. Stretch, thanking God for life, for breath, for the sun. It's very sunny now. And down we go. Down, grab the ankles. Grab the ankles, go from side to side. We're doing a good stretch of the legs and the buttocks. And then we come back up. Again. And down. And up. Can you do those? And down. And up. Now this is advanced. If you can't do this, just stay down with your hands on the ground. This is because you've trained your quad muscles to be strong. But if you need to stretch them, take time, okay? Because I know there are some people on here who may be new. You just go slow. And then what we're going to do, we're going to lace our fingers and go all the way up. This is an exaggerated stretch of the shoulders, the shoulder blades, and we come back up. Woo! Wasn't that good? All right, let's do the last one. Inhale up. Breathe. Breathe and stretch your body. Now stretch one side. And stretch the other. Stretch. Remember, this is for seniors. We need to take time to stretch. You don't rush through your workout. And we go down for the last time. And that's when we're going to walk up here. You grab your ankles. Bring your fingers up. And rock yourself front and forward. Front and forward. Woo. Front and forward. Front and forward. Front and forward. Front and forward. Now, we're going to be walking with our hands up. We've done that in our lives when I was doing the 75-day. We stay on our toes and then we come down. Greta! Greta, your sister is challenged with this life. Thank you, Lord. You found us. All right, and then we're going to go back. Take some time to stretch, Greta, since you joined late. Don't jump into it. Make sure you stretch. Push back. 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 Now we're going to come up. We work in threes. We're going to do 3 of these. This is number 2. On your toes and stretch and come forward. Stretch, stretch. Oh, that's so good. And then we go back. So good is the name of this workout. So good. Stretch. Oh my goodness. So good. Last one. We're walking. It's almost, if you were to just hold yourself up here, that would be a good move, just to see how long you can stay like this. That's good for balance. is stretching your hip joint. Oh, so good. Woo. I love it. You have to have strong arms. So you got to work your way through it, right? Okay. And back, and back, and back. Woo. All right. Now, we come up to the knees, and we do the Maggie stretch. Look straight ahead. Strong legs, strong thighs, and bend the knees one at a time, and roll back up. Always be very aware and conscious of your back. You don't ever want to injure your back, right? All right, now let's do a warrior one. You have your legs like this. Turn to the side. Straighten out this back leg and straight this one and put your arms out. That's what they call warrior one in yoga, I think. Might be two, but I remember this move. I'm not a yogi. And this one exaggerates the stretch here in your hip joint and stay there for a couple of seconds, right? Now turn to this side just a little bit. As much as you can, don't overdo it, and try to look towards the back. Easy. Breathe, and back to center. Put your arm here, and then go straight. And look at yourself in the mirror. It's not like that, just a straight line, right? You feel that exaggerated stretch on the side. Oh, so good. So good. Oh, that's so good. All right, come back to center. Now we're gonna go to the other side. Straighten out this leg, bend the front, and straight out, right? Like again, somebody's pulling you. Breathe. And then now we're gonna slowly try to turn. Easy, don't hurt your back. Easy does it. You gotta train your body, right? Easy does it. Woo. Back to center. Love it, love it. Put your arm here and straight line. Straight, feel the stretch. Straight up. Woo. Straight up. Oh my goodness. That is so good. You know, when you work out, you have oxygen going to your brain, and then all the good hormones start to flow, and then you start feeling good and happy. That's why exercise is good for your brain, because you're flushing it with good oxygenated blood. So it makes you happy, wards off, keep depression away, right? Because there's a lot that could make you feel depressed in this crazy, crazy time that we're living in, right? But I keep saying, we don't have it worse than those who came before us, right? Of course not. Of course not. But it's not roses. We do have challenges, right? Okay. All right. So now let's go down. We're still training our quads, right? Curve these shoulders in and out. In and out. Oh, so good. Now, put your elbows almost to your knees and stretch the inner thighs. It's like you're pushing your knees out. Oh, do you feel that? Do you feel that? I do. All right. Roll. Easy does it. Oh my goodness. I felt that. This is good. Now I'm sweating and we're only stretched. We have not worked that yet. But it's important to take time to stretch, right? I am so good. Now, Deborah, I know I'm missing some other people, but you're in trouble with the live again. For members only. I don't know, but the problem is because it's live, I have to do the troubleshooting online, which is crazy. But knowing me, I am gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. All right, you guys are ready? You're nice and warm. Your body has been awakened. Okay. All right. We're gonna do, you know how we do, we always do upper and lower body together. That's when you get the best workout. Whatever you're doing with your arm, let's say I'm doing this, keep moving your legs. Don't just stand in place, right? Because we don't want the muscle that you just, you know, stretching, warmed up to just go, you know, I'm tired on you. So, all right, so we did lower body, upper body, so we're ready. Right? Now we're gonna go knee up. This is advanced. Those of you great at Abroad, you've been working out with me. No excuses, right? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knees up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Right? Let's go. We warmed up. We ready. We ready. I think I saw online somebody was doing one, you know. Hand to foot. Let's try it because that's helping your core, right? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Not easy, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Woo! Woo! My heart. Woo! Did you do them? Did you do them? Did you do them? I did. Whew. All right, let's go. Let's let our heart rate come down, and we do that while we're still moving our legs. Breathe, breathe. Okay. I had a whole conversation ready for the members, so now we're gonna have to cheat and stay on this live, and we're gonna make a smoothie. I think Monday, I promised I would do hummus today, but I'll explain to you why. Yesterday I was out there, got caught up in the traffic, the train broke down. Life be lifing, right? All right. Now I like these, which are elbow to the knee, diagonal. You ready? Let's see, 30 on each side. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Crunch the side. 8, 9, 10. Try to touch your leg with your elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Did Sandra find me? Sandra, tell me if you found me. Oh my gosh. I feel so bad. I know I'm not dumb. I'm just technically challenged. I know enough to do what I need to do. So I need to learn some new skills about this membership. You know, they have a bunch of videos to watch, but I don't think I saw one on how to schedule a live. I did it Monday, but do I remember how I did it? Of course not. I'm vintage, right? All right. We're gonna do some arms now, right? Arms out, because you know, we don't want flabs. If we shake, we don't want too much flabbing. The throat just kind of shakes a little bit. Okay, well, we keep working on it, right? Let's go. Roll. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tighten your core. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, arms out. We're going to push back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make them count. 8, 9, 10. If your arms are really, really tired, you can put them down for a couple of seconds and then come back. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, put your arm. Now let's stand and down like we're going to do a squat. Keep the arm together. We're going to go up and down. These are a bit hard, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now hold it. Woo. Hold it. Hold it, hold it. Hold it, hold it. Woo. Woo. Okay. And relax. Relax. Do you feel those in your arms and shoulders? Let's relax them. Relax them. Every time you work the muscle, then you have to relax and stretch it. Sweat is pouring, which tells me I am working out. But I'm going to work my biceps a little bit more. So I'm going to grab my weight. And if you have one weight, a 5 or 10 pounder, use it. Now I'm going to put my elbow underneath and I'm going to go up, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you don't have weight, get yourself a gallon jug. 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3. Or you can go to the gym and use some of those on the back. I used to go to the gym and you know, everybody lifting heavy and you feel pressure to do the same. And one day I went down with this big weight and I'm like, what the heck am I doing? You know, trying to keep up with the Joneses. And I said, nah, do that anymore. 3. But you know, working with weights after menopause is crucial because it helps you build muscle. In addition to your diet, you need to be taking in clean protein, like like plant protein, right? So you want to keep building muscles because as we grow older, we tend to lose muscle. We don't want that because you want muscles around your joints to keep you strong. You know, like the quad, you want to get rid of the fat, but you don't want to get rid of the muscle. And that's what happens when people go into these starvation diets or whatever. You're losing fat and you lose muscles. That's not what you want. You want to lose the fat, not the muscle, right? All right. So let's stay right here. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're still working the arm. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I can lift a lot more, right? But this is, I don't know how much this is. It's just a gallon jug. I don't know how much it weighs. I know it's more than a pound. Woo! All right. I think that's good. Then now we're going to work the triceps, or these muscles in the back of your arm. And I remember I used to work out with this guy, really on YouTube. And then he said, once you start losing weight, the first, what you do is lose fluid, right? And you see it in your face, your cheekbone, and become a bit more something. So that's how you know people are on a diet or on a weight loss journey, because their face starts to slim down, especially after menopause. When you're retaining that fluid, it's in my face. For me, if I cheat, if I have a lot of carbs, I told you I was trying to stay away from gluten, and if I ate rice or pasta or whatever, the next day, and my barometer, I just pinch my nose, because believe it or not, that water is in my nose. And depending on how it feels, I'm like, oh, yep, there it is. Isn't that crazy? Another thing I wanted to talk to the members about is to be very in tune with your body, so that when changes start to occur, that you can rectify it quick and don't ignore it. Don't be in la la land when it comes to your body. Because as you get older, you're more sensitive to subtle changes, right? Varsha, yes. You're more sensitive, right? You don't have a lot more cushion and defense. So, Fredessa, hola, my friend. So when you start having changes, the effect can happen a lot quicker than when you were younger. When you were younger, your defense mechanism kicks in. You may not even know what's going on. But boy, oh boy, you know what's going on now. So that's why we're going to talk about how do you stay really in tune with what's happening, right? Sometimes people come in to the clinic or the hospital and you're like, how long has it been since you started feeling bad? Some will say, 6 months. Okay, 6 months, what'd you do? What'd you do? And especially people who have some type of cancer, especially colon cancer. They'll say, oh, well, I've had bowel changes for like a year. I've had some bleeding for a year. Come on, folks. And colon cancer is affecting people that are younger now, right? All right, this is gonna be for triceps. If you have a weight, like a 10 pound, that's a good weight. And then you put your arms like this, you should be able to see your elbows in your vision, in your line of vision, okay? And you're gonna go up and down. Up, 2, and down. 3, and down. Hold it up for a second. 4, and down. 5, and down. Always looking for your elbow to be in your line of vision. 6 and down. 7 and down. 8 and down. 9 and down. If you have a cast iron pan, you can use it too. Those are heavy. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, breathe, 19, and 20. How about we just hold that? That's a good exercise to do. Holding a weight up, tighten your core, and just hold that weight, and just stay there. Woo. Yes, that's good. Straighten out your arms. My arms are always crooked. Breathe, hold it, hold it. Everything in the core is tight. Eyes, your upper, lower, mid, abdomen, tight. Up. Hold it, tighten up, hold it. All right. Woo. Did you guys feel that? All right. Now, I'm talking about being in tune with your body. I feel a little stress in my neck muscle, so I'm gonna take time to stretch it. That's what you do. You listen and you take action. Back. Woo. Sweat is pouring. To the right, let it just hang. Loosen it. Release the tension. Release the tension. And down. Release. Release. Woo. All right. So we did that. We did the arms, right? All right. Now we're going to work the core a little bit more. But today is advanced. So we're going to grab our weight. We're going to go front and center, and then we're going to go right and left. We're working the core right now. Right? You ready? Let's go for 20. 1, 2, and in. 3, and in. 4, and in. 5, and in. You're doing in 6. 7, breathe. 8, 9, 10, 11. You're keeping your tension on your legs. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that was a challenge. Did you feel that? I felt it in my shoulders. Okay. So now I have to relax it and I have to stretch it. If you stress the muscle, then you have to give it a chance to recover, right? Oh yes, oh yes. Let's stretch the shoulders. Shoulder joints are super important too. All your joints are important, okay? Be kind to your body. This is the stretch. All right. Now, I don't know why I wore this shirt. It's just sticking to me. All right. So now we're going to get the weight and we're going to go. What you want to do is to keep your body as centered as you can and just move the weight right and left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Concentrate. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did you feel that? Yes. Woo. I feel it. And I feel it. I know you're feeling it too. Right? We work a big time with my membership. I did not get this stream just for members today. I did it right on Monday. Wednesday I came to do it. Could not remember, I was doing something different. Didn't work. I had to shut it down and start another live. Same thing today. I went live and I said members only. 6 minutes into it, nobody. So I'm assuming they couldn't see it. So I shut it down, did another live. Be kind to your sister. I promise I will get it straight. All right. So now this is your power base. That's what I call it. Because if you train these muscles to be straight and strong, it's going to keep you from falling, right? And you want to stretch it. You want to strengthen the muscles. The muscles are around the joint. The joints are together with tendons, right? But you have muscles also to keep them supple and so they don't get injured. If you fall, you don't break a bone the first time you fall. Now, because we are postmenopausal women and we don't have a lot of estrogen on board, we're more prone to those. And if we have weak bones, as in osteoporosis, you don't even need to fall for a bone to say, I'm tired, poof. I used to have a little lady come. They'll say, oh, yeah, she broke this other vertebrae. Oh, yeah, she broke a bone in her arm. Doing nothing. She didn't fall. So, don't do that. Take your calcium, not just the pills, but your medicine, your beans, right? Yogurt. If you eat any kind of dairy, things that don't have too much fat, but you get the calcium in there. And of course, take your calcium supplement. But the best time to build strong bone is when you're younger. Younger. Get out in the sun. This week, I talk about the benefits of sunlight. This doctor, who's a pulmonologist, said the same thing. He said, you can take calcium supplements, which I do. If I'm in the house for a couple of days and I don't go out, I do, but I'm looking outside, it's so pretty. You want to go out for like 10, 15 minutes, just walk and get into the sunlight. Don't go out in the heat of the day, 12, 1, 2 o'clock when the sun is highest. That's harsh. And it could damage your skin and make you look older. So get your early morning sunlight. You retired, most of you. So if you don't do it, it's because you don't want to or you're too lazy, okay? All right. If you thought retirement meant you're just gonna sit around and go play golf and play pickleball, you can do that, but move as well, all right? Be intentional, schedule it. Now the reason I like this membership and you and I just did a 75-day challenge is to get you in the habit of being accountable. You're in your own home. I'm not there to see whether you're doing it or not, and you don't have to worry about your body. No one's gonna body shame you. Yes, I know I have this here. I'm working on it, but I'm a work in progress. If it never goes away, I'm still gonna love me. All right? You need to have the right mindset. All right, let's do the same thing we did earlier. We go into coldest and then go as low as we can. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're sitting in a chair. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ooh. Oh my. Did you feel those? Do it. Oh, we have things held for review again. Am I feeling today, Caleb? I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Well, we're starting the Friday with a good workout and being grateful. So I'm good, brother, thank you. All right, so let's go. We're gonna sit again. And every time we sit, we're putting pressure on the quads, right? And we're helping our hip bone, our buttocks, our legs, everything is working. So what we're gonna do here again, we're gonna lift this and we're gonna up and hold it. Hold it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness. Whew. Did you feel that? And your heart is pumping. Did you do them? Did you do them? Greta? Deborah? Did you do them? Did you hold your weight up? Get the cast iron and hold it. Something that's heavy in your kitchen. And if you have access to weight, let's just grab 2 5-pounders. Sometimes I'll hold 2 together and hold it. You can do that. Anything that has a little bit of weight, you want to use it, right? All right. So now we're going to pulse, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We always do 100 of those. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 40. 1, arms out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm feeling that. 7, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need to stretch. You should too. If you did the 100, like I just did, you need to stretch, right? Did you do it? Did you do the squats? Now when you're working out, always think of upper and body. You bless, wonderful. Upper and lower body combo, always. Whatever you're doing, do a combo, right? Upper and lower body, and you should feel good. You don't want to neglect any part of the body. Woo-wee. So that was good. Are we ready to go down on the ground? So we did the legs, the quads, we did the side, the core, we did the arms. So let's go. Oh my goodness. Now remember to hydrate. And I was going to talk to you about hydration. You get your big, I don't know what you call that, a bottle. You put water. I happen to boil my water. But that's just from South Africa. It's just a habit. All right? I don't want to have to buy bottled water to drink every day. That's expensive. Plus somebody says it's regular water. But anyway. So you get fresh water and fresh lime, because lime is more abundant here than lemon. But if you have lemon, that's good. And then this is fresh ginger. And the other thing I like to put in my water I don't have today is mint. If you have fresh mint, rinse it real good and then put some of them in there. And hydrate throughout the day. Just make sure you have this with you. Don't drink sodas or that sweet tea. No bueno. All right? Unsweetened tea would be good. But but it will stain your teeth. Now, coffee and tea will stain your teeth, right? So, I mean, I like coffee, but I don't drink it every day, and I don't have several cups a day. No. 1 cup, if I drink it, 1 cup. But now, I have a lot of sisters coming over and saying, oh, I got to meet you. And I said, well, you know, if you can come, I have a little restaurant next door. And I said, just come and have coffee. So it does happen that sometimes I have it more than once, but all right. So we're gonna do a plank today. We did the plank on Wednesday, but we're gonna do it again. I like the low plank because I think it's a little bit more effective. And then I get my stopwatch to see how long I hold it, right? We are aiming for 60 seconds. I have done 90. I don't know if I can do 90 today, but whatever you can do is fine. Planking is good because it strengthens your arm, your core, your legs. It's one of the best exercises besides just doing squats, right? All right, so let's go. And here we go. Low plank. That means you have one line with your body straight. Keep breathing and hold it in tighten. 15 seconds. We're going for 60. Keep breathing. 30 seconds. Woo! I'm feeling it, but we're going to hang there until 60. 45. And 60. 1 minute. That is good. Now stretch everything that you just tightened. All right. How'd you do? Were you able to do some of it? Make it a goal. All right? Even if we're not working out together, just make it a goal for you that you're going to do it. Okay? No one needs to be watching what you're doing. You do use this. You're in your own home. You're your own boss. Let's see. I need to move this down a bit. Okay. All right. Whew. I have a lot of sweat in my eyes, which means I'm working hard. Okay? All right. Let's go down. Whew. You know, a stretch that I like to do, it could be a stretch or it could be an exercise. You bring your legs up and then you do in and out, open and close. Can you do some of these? It's good for your legs, for your inner thighs. It's about 10, and then I grab my knee and then I go out. Can you do that? And stretch. It's a good stretch for your inner thighs. And then gently pull it. Gently pull them apart. And if you're really flexible, this leg will go down a bit lower. But I'm not competing with anybody, so I'm just feeling the stretch. You feel it in the hip joints, right? And then you can relax your feet. You can, roll them and then bring it in. Woo. And out. And in. You have strong legs. Make sure you're holding your lower back on the ground. This is good for the whole leg. It's strong. Can you do that? Can you do a few? 2 more. 1. And oh, wait a minute. Feel like the muscle tightening here. Now see? Because I feel that, I react immediately. Because you don't want to Charlie horse when you're trying to work out. No bueno. All right, let's stretch. This is one of the best stretches for the hip joint. And slowly, gently pull. Oh my goodness. Do you feel that? And don't arch your back. Make sure you're consciously pushing your back to the ground. And that could take the place of us tightening the bladder muscles, right? You're pushing gently and you're pushing your lower back to the ground. That means you have to, right? All right, and hold it there. And tight. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. You feel it? And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. And 11. And 12. And 13. And 14. And 15. And 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. Oh my goodness. Bring it up. Be gentle with yourself. Okay? All right. Let us stretch. Put your arms up. Lift your leg up off the ground a little bit so you can feel this exaggerated stretch here. Oh, that feels amazing. All right, bring this leg in and do the other leg, keeping it off the ground about 1 inch. You feel it? Feel it. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. All right. So now, we're going to do some elbow to knee. Put this arm out like this, and then let's go. 1. These are measured. 2. 3. 4. We're going to go 10 on each side. 5. Your elbows have to lift the ground, off the ground. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Woo! Do you feel those? Yes. Same thing. Arm out to the side and let's go. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. All right, now let's stretch. Legs out, arm up. Stretch. Lower back to the ground. Stretch. Somebody's pulling you up. Stretch. You feel the stretch? I feel it. Oh, all right. So let's finish up with some bicycles. And then we'll do some jumping jack and we'll be done. Right? Bring your legs in, your feet in. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Yes! Stretch! 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 Oh! Stretch! And let's come back up. Oh! Okay. We're finished with the floor workout. We are going to do some jumping jacks. We did a little stretching of the legs, and then we'll stretch again, and we'll be done. I have got to figure out this life. So now, knowing me, I'm going to be obsessing until I figure it out. All right, ladies and gents. So let's finish off with some jumping jacks, and then we'll stretch. Okay? All right. Sorry, you guys. I messed up with the live, but hey, never said I was perfect, right? All right. If you have a problem with your knees, your back, and you're first getting started, this is your start. But I'm gonna see if I can 50 or 60. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. Oh, I did it. How many did you do? Breathe. Hola, Gertha. Good morning. All right. So we did it. We're feeling warm and energized. Woo. Listen, the goal is not to have a perfect body, is to feel good about your body. Body, mind, and soul, right? You want to fight off depression, obesity, and today, I think this week, I wrote something that the American Heart Association has a 7 thing. They say if you do them, you're reducing your risk of heart disease. And when we say cardiovascular disease, that means diseases of the heart, but also all the blood vessels in your body, right? It's not just your heart you worry about. Worry about your brain. Worry about your kidneys. Worry about your legs. Because the heart pumps blood to all arteries. It's like a big old tube, smaller and smaller, to the minuscule ones that are feeding every part of your body. Even your muscles, right? When you have cramping in your legs, it's because something is going on there in that tree. So when you eat a heart healthy diet, it helps your whole body. But now, some of the research, and you know I'm a skeptic when it comes to research, but it makes sense that you have like an 86% reduction of dementia because there is something called vascular dementia. If you keep having little mini strokes in your brain, what do you think is going to happen? Parts of your brain are going to not work well, and you get symptoms of dementia. So exercise has many benefits. You decrease your blood pressure, your risk of heart attack, your risk of stroke. the risk of having arteries in your legs just tightening up and the blood doesn't flow. That's what happens in diabetes. Next thing you know, they're dropping off. They have to cut them off because they're dead. They become black. So, move. And even if you have a diagnosis, if you start doing the right thing, you just stop the damage. And in some cases, you can even reverse the damage. So, I don't know what else to tell you. There is nothing negative about moving and exercising, right? All right, inhale, up, and down. Grab your ankle. Now, everything is working. Everything is warm. So you shouldn't be like an accordion going down. You should feel nice and warm and supple, right? Those legs feel strong. So you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. And sit, elbow to knee, and push the legs out. You're stretching your inner thighs. Woo, I love this one. All right. Sitting out your knee. Do the Maggie stretch. Look straight ahead. Breathe. Bend the knee. Roll up. And inhale up. Exhale. Thank you, God, for another day, another morning, another Friday. I don't know if I'll see another one, but I'm grateful for this one, right? Whew. And then grab your hand and up. Oh, yes. So good. And 1. Let's do 10, 2, 3, 4. Don't get dizzy. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And out we go, and down, and up. Bend the knees. Alrighty. Stretch. Bend the knee. And stretch the front leg. The other leg. Stretch. Pull forward. Bend the knee. And stretch. You should be feeling nice and warm. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. Just in case my people are here. I know Gert here, Deborah, Greta. You blessed. That's good, brother. We are blessed and highly favored, right? Because we were able to see. I washed my hair yesterday. I have a SWRA. We have what we call a tea. We do a quarterly tea. It's like a meetup. We get together. The ladies are going to wear white and we wear a hat. It's a fun time. Well, we had like maybe 8 or 10 last time. This time we have like 24. So it's growing. So we had to get a bigger room. So yesterday I had to go to the store. I have a couple of whites, but you know how whites are. If you don't use them for a while, yes, grateful for breath, Greta. Then they start feeling a little bit yellowish. I'm like, oh, I need to get another. Listen, I made a beeline I said I would go into one store. But then I'm like, let me try that other one. And lo and behold, I found a strapless white with embroidery, flowy all the way down, that doesn't tight, stick to you to show your role. So I'm like, oh, I'm taking that. And on the way out, I saw another one. I was like, oh, it was really affordable. So I'm like, oh yeah. So I got two instead of one. But yesterday I got caught up in traffic. Fredessa, yes, grateful. I had done something here, and then I'm like, I have 3 hours. I can run to the store, to the mall, and come back in time for my Spanish class. I had a Spanish class at 6. Listen, for the very first time, I get down to the platform, and this train is standing there, full of people, and it's not moving. And I'm like, ¿Qué pasó? I'm asking this man. He said, one train broke down at a station, 3 or 4 stations down. So it blocking the track, the train. I'm like, oh my God. So, because it's hot, there's no AC in those places. And so I ran up again, and I'm like, by that time it was like 5:25, 5:30. And I have to get to my house at 6 for the class. So I'm like, okay, the bus I usually take, it takes a while, you have to wait. So I'm like, oh, this one. So I had to walk all the way. I was running to get to it. And as soon as I got on, it took off. Well, it said 5 stops. Well, stop 3 was at the second, or maybe the third, busiest train bus station, Cinco de Mayo. And the traffic. And of course, everybody who rode the train now, they are having to ride the bus. The buses were full. They were not moving. So it was like 5:55. I'm still on the bus. So it's a good thing I have a little chat. But I'm like, I don't know. I might get home at 6:10. 6:10, I was still on the bus. So we didn't start the class till like 6:30. But they were understanding. It was okay. But anyway. Life happens. Life happens. So, how have you guys been doing? Fredessa, you good? Gertha, Deborah, everybody okay? Yes, gratefulness is good. If you practice that, then you'll be good. When I was in church, there was a song that used to say, count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Then you'll realize what the Lord has done. I know there are some people, I look at their life and I was like, why do these people get a bad, end of the stick? It seems like things happen to them a lot more than they happen to me, right? And I don't understand why. I can ask my why. I ask God a lot of why lately. I look at him and I'm like, I'm trying not to be mad at you or anything because I know you're grown, you know what you're doing, but I don't get it. Why do you allow these things to happen? And then I have to come back to myself, shut up, Maggie. It's like, because when you look back in history, the stuff that has happened, and we think that it's worse right now. I don't know. I used to love to watch historical romances and, from Europe because my upbringing and, we had a lot of French influence when I was growing up. So I'm big on European literature, French and history. And when I used to love those, movies where the guys wore the big wigs and women, fantastic. Good for this. And I keep looking and I'm like, these women didn't have it better than us. No. They were being raped, abused. They had no say in anything. The men, were, nothing is new. There is nothing new under the sun. This is why I had to come to myself to say, as bad as we see people, what they're doing, it's always been this way. Men always had a desire to control, to abuse, taking things that don't belong to them. And if they want it, they either kill you or they go to war. Isn't that the same thing? I want that land. It should be ours. We're going to bomb you and kill a few thousand people. No conscience whatsoever. Putting people in cages, They did that. Having slaves, they've done that. It's not new. Going to the small guy, taking him over, coming here to the Americas, kill the Indians, take their land. They do that. There is nothing new under the sun. So when we're sitting here and we see what's happening and we are grieved, our hearts hurt. But when we look back, it was even worse in some cases. You know, we keep saying, yep, America probably will never have a woman president. Some places, women have always been marginalized, abused, not considered equal. You never considered as smart. No, misogyny always existed, always will be. And I had to come to myself saying, as long as we are living in the sinful world, all these things will continue to happen because that is the human condition. And once everything is going well, oh, somebody says, oh no, we got to stir the pot. It's too boring. I even heard somebody say, oh, the world is ready for another world war. I'm like, who decides that? Some men sitting on their billions being bored. And once they're bored, they go into politics and stir the pot. Right? Oh, well. So all we can do in our little part of the world, our homes, we start in our homes, right? How we raise our kids. And you know, Lynette, hey, you were here. I'm so glad. You know, you start in your little part of the world. Now, when I was like 20, oh my God, I thought I was so smart. I thought I knew everything. I knew who to pick to get married. I knew when I wanted to get married. You couldn't tell me anything. Did I? At 21, 22? I knew nothing. But what I didn't have is an adult in my life to say, Maggie, but you know, would I have listened? I don't know. Probably not. Because we are just so full of ourselves when we're young. We think we know everything. I remember my son telling me, oh, you want me to be perfect. Well, the only way I'm going to learn is if I make those mistakes. Then you had to go, okay? One thing I always did with my kids is like, I am teaching you right and wrong. The decision is up to you. Just remember that every action carries consequences. I don't know who told me that, but I have lived my life by that. So that's why I say I make decisions based on the information. Your parents fighting? Well, they need to go to counseling if it's available, because you have to find out why they are fighting. And people in relationships grow up. They either grow together inward or they grow apart. So at some point, you have to find what keeps you together. If it's the kids, once the kids leave, what else do you have that holds you together? And that's a long road, because most of us did not have education to prepare us for relationships. I don't know if you did. I didn't. A lot of us learned by watching around us. And what did we see when we looked around? Was it positive? No. My parents divorced when I was 4. My mom had a couple of boyfriends. Thank goodness nothing happened. I was blessed because, you know, all the little girls, the stepfathers, they love messing with these little girls and boys. God had protected me, not because my mother was careful. My mother was gone a lot. It was God. So when we are looking around and we see our condition, the human condition, I mean, I'm telling you, these days, I've always been a crybaby anyway, right? When I was little, I used to call myself a crybaby. I cried watching a movie. I cried at weddings. I cried at christenings. I cried at funeral. I didn't even have to know the people for me to cry. I see the procession. I'm like, do you know them? No. I lived with my grandmother. Oh, my grandmother was a saint. I absolutely adored her. Oh my! I think I have Cherokee in my family tree because my grandmother looked Cherokee. Her nose, her hair. I was the privileged grandchild to comb my grandmother's hair. My grandma lived with my mom in my house. So on Sunday, for Sunday dinner, the whole family came after church, came to my house to see grandma. And all the grandkids would go into the bedroom. Everybody would grab a comb and they would all come into grandma, and everybody had a little piece. And they were, braiding, touching, just loving on grandma. And she sat there, like when you see the mother cat and all the babies are pulling, that was my grandma. She sat there and all the kids were just playing with her hair. We adored her. But once everybody left, she'd say, Maggie, come fix my hair. I was the privileged grandchild. I adored grandma. I did. She was this, oh my God, she was this, I called her an angel. My grandma, I've never heard her say anything bad about anybody. She didn't have one bad bone in her body. Now, my grandma, because she was so sweet, and again, talking about women's condition in the old days, she didn't have a say in anything. She had a prearranged marriage, and the person she married into was an abuser. My grandpa used to beat on her. And after a while, we took her out of the house. The children, adult children, brought her to Hola, Marina, and brought her to our house. So I grew up with my grandma. Love, 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 love. She was adorable, adorable. So my grandma was so gullible and so innocent. If she was looking at this, she said, oh, look at this telephone. And you said, no, grandma, that's a cup. She's like, oh, a cup. Oh, pretty cup. That's kind of a metaphor, but that's the way my grandma was. She believed anything you told her. She was so innocent, so therefore she needed our protection. I loved her. So I'm saying all that to tell you that there is nothing new under the sun, that we need to not be stressed out with what we see going on. That doesn't mean that when I see certain things, the news hits you, right? It hits you that they have people in cages around alligators, and then you read those comments and say, whoa, if you don't like it, why don't you swim out, knowing they have the crocodile? And yeah, the lack of empathy. What happened in World War II? While Hitler was doing all this stuff, people were just going about their business. They didn't care. Nothing new under the sun. Nothing new under the sun. So, if you take it all in and you bring it into you, that sense of impotence, and you keep churning that in your mind, that's what is not going to do you good. That's what's going to make you and I told you before, it's a fine line between sanity and insanity. You just have to be really intentional about staying over here on the sanity side, meaning you watch positive things. You stay away from all the news cycle, all the commentaries. Everybody has a commentary about something. Now, yesterday it was Hulk Hogan. Is it Chuck or Hulk Hogan who died? Everybody had something to say. I'm not going to spend time watching, 15 people debate about the man died. Okay, we're going to die. However he lived his life, it's on him. What kind of legacy he's leaving is on him and his family. Move on. But you keep churning this stuff. And that's how people get radicalized in those chat rooms. They just feed their brain with the same stuff. And then before you know it, something clicks in your mind. Sanity versus insanity. Take that from a psychiatric person. I'm telling you, you have to be intentional about protecting your mind. What you allow to come in, what you feed it. What are you feeding your mind? Now I'm talking about nutrition and exercise, but what about your mind? It's not your brain, it's your mind, what you think on. What do you focus your mind on? Just like you feed your body good food, you need to feed your brain good stuff. You come here, you exercise, you listen to great music, you listen to positive podcasts. Sometimes when, I'm cleaning here and I have two, I have two little speakers here. I turn it on and I have the music going. I love Andrea Bocelli, Sarah Brightman, the people that I love, and I have it blaring. Music is good for your brain. That's why music is good for kids when they're in school, to learn to play an instrument. Listen. And this is not, oh, no. You're trying to counteract the effect of the negative stuff. You consciously saying, over there, I am not going to engage in that. But you have to do it because it's out there. Nobody forces you to click on something to watch somebody spew out nonsense and hate and all that. You choose to watch. You still have the power to turn your phone off, put your computer thing down, go for a walk. You have the power to do that. Anyway, I was going to tell you about health. This is what's supposed to be for my members, but since I messed up, I talked about hydration, right? Lime, lemon, fresh ginger, and then mint if you have it. Just keep replenishing it. And in your water, people talk about ozone water or whatever. If you have a thing on your faucet to one of those purifier or whatever, yeah, do that. Talk about ozone water. I'm not into all that. I just boil my water and I put it in the pitcher and I drink it. If you want to buy a bottle, it's up to you, but remember to hydrate. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is because most of us here in this space, we are seasoned ladies. As you start getting older, your body's defense mechanism does not work as well. That's why you might be able to catch things a little bit more. Now, some people have a weak immune system. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about things in your body starting to go down. In efficiency, they don't work as well, and they don't respond as well, right? Because, in your body, you have cells in your body that will fight off infection even before you even feel anything. The little white blood cells, they go in there and they're like the guards, they're like, oh, what's that? Choop! They grab it and they macrophages it, they destroy it. But if you have an abundance of them, sometimes they overtake the little guards that you have, and that's how you get sick, right? You get a fever. I heard doctors say yesterday, we should never treat a fever unless it's extremely high. Because when the fever happens, that's because your body's immune system is fighting off something. So you really should let it do its work. And that's why people shouldn't just hurry and take a medicine. They have a little headache. Oh, I need a couple of pills. No. Let your body take care of it first. I don't like to take pills. So if I have a headache, I try to investigate, why do I have a headache? Like I woke up this morning, not this morning, but 2 mornings ago, and it wasn't a big headache, it's a dull headache. And my point is getting to you to say, let me be in tune with my body. What is going on? What could be going on? Why do I feel this way? And I want to tell you, maybe a year or two ago, like I was 65, I guess, because I just turned 67. I started, my body started to change like 10 years before, with the postmenopause, the weight gain, and all the mess that happens in menopause. But I started to see that when something is going on in my body, I feel it early on. And then I started to say, okay, what's going on? So when I had the mild headache, I'm like, okay, why do I have a headache? Could it be that my blood sugar may be low? Could it be that my blood pressure could be high? Could it be that I'm a bit dehydrated? So I'm playing Inspector Gadget. Well, I'm a nurse too now, right? Because I don't like to go to the doctor. I diagnose myself, I treat myself. You're not a nurse, so don't do it. So I was like, maybe I'm a bit dehydrated. So I consciously made myself drink. And then lately, my blood pressure has been going on the low side. So if I rehydrate, that's going to help the volume that's in my veins. And then it's going to bring my blood pressure up. So I drank. And then by mid-morning, I was still having a dull headache. And I was like, maybe I need a little bit of sugar because I don't really eat sugar. But white sugar, I have it here if I'm making a recipe for someone. But I do have brown raw sugar. So, and I've craved that sometimes. So I took a little spoonful and I took a cup and I just ate it like that. Do you know within about 15 minutes, my headache was gone? So I'm trying to say, be in tune with your body. The other thing that I noticed recently, I want to say in the last 6 months or so, and I think I said that here, I would be at the mall, I'm doing my thing, and then it was like I'm dragging. It's like I feel, right? I was like, why do my legs feel so weak? And then one day I was at the mall, and it was like I wasn't enjoying the experience anymore because my legs were dragging so much. It was like towards the afternoon, and I'm like, wow, what is going on with me? Again, being in tune. Don't ignore it. What's going on? Your body talks to you. Listen. So I said, you know what? Let me go home because I don't know if it's gonna get worse, if something is gonna happen, right? So I got home, and as soon as I got home, and I'm like, this is weird. So I drank in case it was like a little dehydration, and then I said, let me check my blood pressure. I do have a machine because I do have blood pressure in my family, and 2 years ago it was a bit high, and I do have medication. So I took my blood pressure, it was like 97 over something. I never have blood pressure like that. And that's another thing with blood pressure. You have to know what your norm is. Because if your body is used to like 120 over 84, and then you drop to 100, you're gonna have symptoms. We call that symptomatic hypotension. Hypo meaning low. And in my world, in the hospital, if you don't have symptoms with the blood pressure, we don't treat it. But if you do have some symptoms, meaning how you feel, then we have to do something about it. We have people, we have to give them medication. We have to give them salt to keep their blood pressure up as they age. Whereas when you were younger, you had the opposite problem. So my blood pressure was low, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I even went and drank some more because I wasn't gonna take medication. And if I was fasting, sometimes I do fast for medical and also for spiritual reasons. And if I do fast, when you're fasting, you do have a headache, so you know what's causing it. So you make sure you replenish. You have your water. Sometimes you may want to put a little salt in there and maybe a little sugar to replace your electrolytes. We have, what do they call these? Sports drink, but those are not healthy. I've never been a sports drink person, but they do have salt and sugar in them. So I'm saying this to say, be in tune with your body. If you see something, investigate why. Try to correct it if you can. Water, food, sugar. Now, sugar, I'm not telling you to go eat sugar. If you're diabetic, make sure you check it, right? I'm not saying that. But me, I know me. And if you have something that continues and it's not getting better, that's when you seek medical attention. Don't go to the doctor and you'll say, well, how long have you been feeling this way? For the last 6 months. Don't do that, okay? All right, so do we have any questions, ladies? This is about wellness. Remember, Friday is all about wellness. I talked about an acronym from a doctor, and I think Greta said she listens to him every week. He's a pulmonologist, and he has an acronym called New Start. And I still can't remember what the N stood for. Let me see. I think I put it on my Facebook page. N. I was going to listen to this nurse do his defense, and I forgot. Okay. Anyway, New Start. I know E is for exercise. What does N stand for? Oh, I think I put it on the YouTube page as well. Let's see. And I put it under posts. There. Posts. Yes, Dr. There he is. Vitamin D expert. He talked about the benefit of sunlight. You know, I've been telling you that. But I think in his comments, somebody wrote, New Start. Nutrition. Duh. He has an acronym, New Start. Nutrition, remember that. Exercise, E. W, water. S, sunlight. T, temperance. But the temperance, he talked about more about spirituality. And I think I talked about the, you know, like, oh, my daughter's supposed to come on Monday. She needs to kind of send me a message. Temperance means spirituality. Do you have a connection to a higher power? I do. And in this crazy world that we live in, spirituality is going to keep you grounded. You have to believe in something. You got to anchor yourself on something. Otherwise, you're just going to be blown away by this awful wind that is blowing around. Be strong. Temperance. A is for air, fresh air. Get out. Get out of the house. Go out there in the sun, in the fresh air. R is for rest. And rest is different from sleep. You need good deep sleep, but rest, like taking naps, stopping. Like yesterday, I was on the computer. Like I said, I have my ebook. Oh, Greta will be proud of me. I finished the ebook about relocation. Then I'm going to do an ebook about resource guide for when people come here. They're going to have resources for a lot of things. And then I'm doing another ebook on Spanish for adults. So New Start, nutrition, exercise, water, sunlight, temperance, air, rest, and trust. Trust was interesting for me. Do you have people you can trust in your life? That's important, isn't it? That's why I've never been someone to have multiple friends. I have very few friends. But the friends, people I call friends, are friends, right? And they're few. Those are the people you can pick up the phone at 2 o'clock in the morning and they're right there for you. Those are your friends. The people you can open up to and tell them your secret and they're gonna keep it. But at the same time, I always tell people, expect that people will disappoint you. So that when it does happen, you're not blindsided and losing your religion over it. Now, if it happens, you have to plant yourself saying, well, it's the human element. And that doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. Just because you planted and you're strong doesn't mean you're not hurting. Right? There's a difference. We don't go around putting our heads under the covers and stay there for 7 days because somebody disappointed us. You grieve, but you still remain planted. Hello. And we grieve different ways. Some people just, well, all over the place, everybody knows what's going on. Some of us just go inward. When I'm hurt or I'm upset, I just go silent. And that was one thing sometimes your mate may not understand. When you calm and quiet, if you really knew me, you would know that I'm just processing, I'm grieving, so a little space would be helpful right now. Instead of saying, what's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong? Woo. Some men never get it. A woman who is quiet, first of all, you know she's upset about something. So now you need to take inventory. Why did I do that? Did I take the trash out? Did I cut the grass? You need to find out if you're not in trouble first, right? Before you keep saying, what's wrong, what's wrong? Because you know guys, they want to fix it. And you're like, I don't want you to fix it. I'm processing. Just leave me there alone. But some of them don't get it, right? Yeah. I go inward. So if you see I'm quiet, it may not be about you. It's just my introverted mind. We just need to process. That's why living alone is so beautiful. No one's gonna be calling and saying, what's wrong with you? Why are you like this? Yeah, I'm like this in my space and I will get out of it when I want. So I talk to myself a lot. I calm myself down. I raise my hand up to the heavens. I heal myself. I give myself space and time. So I think I touched on the point I wanted to touch on, which means to you to be in tune with your body. Know what's going on, investigate, find out why you're feeling a certain way. And if it's something psychological, someone hurts you, or you're upset, you're anxious, acknowledge the feeling. Because it's the human element to be sad sometimes. You don't want to stay in the dumps too long, right? You need to give yourself time to grieve. Grieving, I think I did a video about grieving what's going on around us right now. Yeah, grief is a thing, but it's also a process. And it's got multiple stages. And you want to walk through the stages until you get to the acceptance phase. I'm angry, I'm in disbelief, I'm bargaining with God, I get depressed, but eventually I have to get to a point to say, well, you know, c'est la vie. What can I do about it? And be true to yourself. If there is something you can do, do it. Because it's going to help your feeling, how you're feeling. But if it's totally out of your hand, you have to get to the acceptance phase where you're like, you know what? It's out of my hand. I just have to make the best of the situation. Okay? That is the grieving process. So, be in tune with yourself, ladies. Okay. For my members, I promised them today we were going to make hummus and we're going to have some fruit. But let me tell you, I had some bad news this week with my HOA at home. I had a letter from an attorney and, you know, just freaking out. And so I had to work through all that this week. And I really wasn't in the mind frame of thinking of making hummus. I'm just telling you. So what we're going to do right now, I want to take you with me. We're going to make a pineapple smoothie. I had some yesterday, but I still have some pineapple. So let's make some pineapple smoothie. Let's see. I have my, you get to see that. So this is my kitchen. Like my nephew came and he's like, is this where the magic happens? I'm like, yes. Okay, so I have an ugly thing here. Let me just, so you guys don't have to see this. Okay, let's see right here. So this is my Ninja. I do not like this brand, but it will do. We're gonna put, I don't have coconut milk. I don't believe I do, but I do have some evaporated milk that I use for my coffee. So we're gonna use my papaya that I cut up day before yesterday. And yesterday was like kind of a fasting day. So, but I had, did I have that yesterday or the day before? I love papaya. Papaya here in Panama, they are so juicy. I also have some pineapple, but I do not like pineapple in my smoothie. All right, so I have some evaporated milk. I'm gonna put a little bit. And then I'm gonna use pineapple water. Remember I told you when I cut up the pineapple, I rinse them and then I boil them. And then I save the water for my smoothies. So, I have some pineapple water. We're getting cinnamon, a little bit of maple syrup, and that's it. So this is some pineapple water. Okay. I'm gonna get some ice. I'm gonna put some ginger as well. Fresh ginger. Now, when you are making a smoothie, this is the time you can put all your supplements in there, right? And I'm gonna show you what I mean. Cinnamon is a great antioxidant. I always buy it in big. So I'm gonna put some cinnamon in here. I put a generous amount, right, of cinnamon. Now, I do have the papaya, but I want a little bit of sweetness. This is some pure maple syrup, just a little bit, not a lot. See, it's not even a teaspoon. And then, I know it is papaya. So I have what we call spirulina, which is the green algae, but I'm not gonna put it in there because I don't want the color to be messed up. But I can add some moringa powder. Organic moringa. When I went home, see, nuts.com, this is where I get my my powders. But there's a lady here who has a moringa tree. You know, she lives outside of the city. So I'm gonna put like a teaspoon of the moringa powder. You know, moringa is good for you. I hope you know that. And also, sometimes I have apple cider vinegar, and I'll put some in there because, you know, if you have something that tastes good, you want to put everything that tastes kind of then you can hide it. Flaxseed, I always like to put that in my smoothies. And I'm not a juicer. I'm more of a smoothie person because I do not like to throw the pulp away. So this is flaxseed. And what else do I have down here? Chia seeds. I like to put chia seed in my smoothies as well. Now I do have some papaya seeds that I put in my smoothie earlier this week. I'm not gonna put in today because you don't want too much of the papaya seeds. Even though it's good for parasites. So, but you don't need too much of it, right? So I already had it this week, I'm not. So this is chia seeds. So I'm gonna put a little bit of chia seeds. And that's how I do my smoothies. I just put a bunch of things in it. That way I know I'm getting the stuff. And then I have some fresh ginger. You know, you could use a spoon and you just scrape the ginger like this. That's how you peel ginger. With the spoon, you just scrape it. That way you're not losing, you know, the pulp, the good stuff. All right. I love fresh ginger. I put it in my food. I cook with it, and I put it in my smoothies. So we're gonna put some in there. Oh, I even have turmeric. We're gonna put some turmeric also. Very good. Ice. Okay, bueno. All right, let's see. What else do we need? Sometimes I have flaxseed oil. I haven't had flaxseed oil since I moved to Panama. Oh, turmeric. Oh, there it is. I have some turmeric that are whole that I had cleaned and put in the freezer. So I'm just gonna get a little piece. That's fresh turmeric, okay? Put it in there. You know, turmeric, you can put turmeric in most everything. I cook it, I put it in my food. I make a cauliflower rice with turmeric and curry powder. Yum. All right, I think I got everything in here that I want. I got liquid, I have ice, I have all my stuff. And also another thing you can do for your smoothies, buy a big bag of frozen berries, like at, what is it? I want to say Citgo, but it's not Citgo. You know, Sam's, one of those places. Here we have, we call Price Mart is the equivalent of a Sam. All righty, here we go. I have this big straw that I always keep. Yep, consistency is good. So remember, your smoothie can be a meal replacement. Be intentional about what you put in it. Ooh. Wow, look at that. Look at that. So you have everything in there. You have ginger, you have turmeric, you have papaya, you have chia seeds, you have moringa, all the things that are good for you. So I'm not a breakfast eater, and it's about 10:20. So to me, this is like breakfast lunch, right? Then I won't be eating anything else today because I'm still trying to look good in my dress tomorrow. All right, guys. So I promise I will continue to investigate this live stream that I've been messing up. Life is beautiful. Introverts have the best. Listen, we love our company, our own company, me, myself, and I. And people say, aren't you bored? What? I do so much. I love being here by myself. But I know sometimes I have to make myself go out, right? Because I need to get the sunlight and I need to be with the people. I love the energy here. There's a lady who lives in Indonesia. She's talking about how she loves the chaos that's in Indonesia. You can imagine, going to the market and the people and the cars, the little carts and everything and moving and it's noisy. Yeah. I walk here on Balboa Avenue here in Panama and like around lunch hour, rush hour yesterday, the buses were full, people were moving back and forth, and I'm like, wow, I just love that energy. I love it. But I can't do it all the time and every day. I have to kind of come back in and retreat and recharge, right? All right, so oh, you just don't have anything to do. Yeah, you probably were the slave. All right, guys. I'm gonna sip on it. It's cold, it's refreshing, perfect after a workout. Get in the habit of having a post-workout smoothie. You'll thank me later. All right, guys. Have a good day, a beautiful day. Just let you know, I will not be able to exercise for 2 weeks. Oh, I'm sorry. But it's important to take care of your body. You can get back to it however, whenever, we're here for you, sis. Good vibes, okay? Good vibes. And again, as we get older, there's a little fixing here, tweaking here and there. That's part of life. We do it. All right. Take care, everybody. Have a good day. God loves you. I love you. Au revoir. Bye-bye.